Welcome to the channel where the forgotten is remembered, the hidden is revealed, and the impossible might just be true. If you're fascinated by ancient mysteries, unsolved phenomena, and things that whisper in the dark, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a descent into the unknown. Are you ready? Let's begin the journey. The sun bleeds across the horizon, painting the sky in violent shades of orange and purple. Down here in the Solomon Islands, dusk doesn't just fall. It seeps into the very soul of the jungle. The air grows thick, heavy with the scent of damp earth and blooming night flowers. This is a world far from our own, a labyrinth of ancient trees and tangled vines that guards its secrets with a quiet intensity. For centuries, local legends have spoken of a place deep within this emerald canopy, a place the elders warn you never to seek. They call it the City of the Silent Ones, a forbidden ruin where the very air hums with an unseen energy, and the shadows move even when there is no light to cast them. It's a story whispered around village fires, a cautionary tale to keep the curious at bay. As the final sliver of daylight vanishes, the jungle symphony begins. The piercing calls of unseen birds echo through the trees, answered by the drone of a million insects. But beneath it all, some say you can hear another sound, something far more unsettling. It is a faint rhythmic drumming, a beat that seems to come from the ground beneath your feet. It's a sound that has no source, a phantom pulse that locals believe is the heartbeat of the island's sleeping spirits. They say it grows louder the closer you get to the ruins, a spectral warning to turn back. This is a place where modern maps are useless and compasses are said to spin wildly. Here, the only guides are the chilling stories passed down through generations. For those who have dared to venture near, the experience is unforgettable, and not in a good way. They speak of a sudden, oppressive silence that descends without warning, where all the natural sounds of the jungle simply cease. It is a profound and terrifying stillness, as if the entire forest is holding its breath in fear. In this deafening quiet, they report feeling watched, a prickling sensation on the back of the neck that signals the presence of something unseen. Many have fled in terror, their courage shattered by the sheer psychological weight of the place. They return with wild eyes and fragmented stories, tales of fleeting shapes in their peripheral vision and a sense of dread that clings to them for weeks. The legends are more than just campfire stories. They are deeply ingrained in the local culture, a testament to the profound mystery that lies hidden in the island's heart. Villagers will point you in the general direction, but they will not accompany you. Their fear is palpable, a genuine and ancient terror of what lies within that forbidden zone. They believe the ruins are protected by powerful, malevolent spirits, the Kakamora or shadow people, who guard the site from outsiders. To them, the ruins are not a historical curiosity. They are a sacred and dangerous place, a gateway to another world that was never meant to be opened by the living. This is the story that sets the stage for one of the Pacific's most baffling archaeological enigmas. The first modern accounts of these ruins trickled out from local hunters and loggers who stumbled upon them by accident. They described massive, moss-covered stone structures, unlike anything else in the region, arranged in patterns that made no sense. Their stories were initially dismissed by authorities as exaggerations or island folklore. It was easy to write them off. After all, how could a civilization capable of such monumental construction exist in this remote jungle and leave no other trace? For decades, the City of the Silent Ones remained a myth, a phantom location whispered about by locals but ignored by the outside world. It was a classic case of a mystery hiding in plain sight, shielded by the sheer impenetrability of its location and the skepticism of modern science. It wasn't until a determined team of international researchers, armed with satellite imagery and local guides who kept a safe distance, finally verified the site's existence. What they found was staggering, and it completely upended the archaeological record of the Pacific. Spread across several square miles were enormous basalt platforms, walls and pyramidal structures, all engineered with breathtaking precision. The sheer scale was one thing, but the geometry was something else entirely. The entire complex was laid out in a series of perfect squares and equilateral hexagons, a level of mathematical sophistication that seemed utterly out of place. The builders had demonstrated a mastery of geometry that was, by all accounts, impossible for any known culture in this part of the world at that time. The most astonishing discovery was the site's perfect alignment with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. The main structures were oriented with an accuracy that would be a challenge even with modern surveying equipment. How did an ancient, unknown civilization achieve this? There were no written records, no tools left behind, and no oral histories that explained their methods. Radiocarbon dating of organic material found beneath the foundation stones placed the site's construction at over 5,000 years old, predating the pyramids of Giza. This finding sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It suggested the existence of a highly advanced, yet completely unknown civilization that rose and vanished, leaving behind only this silent, geometric testament to their genius. Scientists were baffled. The basalt blocks used in the construction weighed several tons each and were quarried from a site over 30 miles away, across treacherous terrain. How were they transported and lifted into place with such precision? The structures themselves were built to last, with interlocking stones that fit together without mortar, a technique reminiscent of Incan masonry, but thousands of years older and half a world away. The ruins presented a set of impossible questions. Who were these master builders? Where did they come from, and where did they go? The jungle had finally revealed its secret, but in doing so, it had only deepened the mystery. For every scientific measurement taken at the ruins, there is a local legend that offers a much darker explanation. The islanders don't speak of advanced builders or forgotten kings. They speak of magic, curses, and the thin veil between our world and the next. The most prevalent belief is that the ruins are the domain of the Kakamora, ancient shadowy beings who are said to inhabit the deep jungle. According to myth, these spirits are the true architects and eternal guardians of the site. They are described as small, human-like figures with long, sharp claws who move through the forest with supernatural speed. They are said to be fiercely territorial, and any mortal who trespasses on their sacred ground invites a terrible fate. The stories of those who have ignored the warnings are chilling and remarkably consistent. Many who have ventured near the ruins report hearing disembodied whispers in a language they cannot understand, a sibilant hiss that seems to emanate from the stones themselves. Others describe seeing fleeting dark shapes darting between the ancient walls, always just at the edge of their vision. The most terrifying accounts involve direct encounters. One local hunter claimed he was chased by a figure that was all shadow, a being that moved without making a sound and seemed to absorb the light around it. He escaped, but he never returned to that part of the jungle, convinced he had looked upon something that was not meant for human eyes. Perhaps the most disturbing legends are those of the vanished. Over the decades, several individuals, both locals and foreign adventurers, are said to have entered the jungle to find the ruins and were never seen again. Official records are scarce in such a remote region, but the oral histories are clear. They tell of a German explorer in the 1930s who became obsessed with the legends and went in search of the city, leaving behind only his journal, which ended with a frantic entry about non-human drumming and eyes in the dark. More recently, a group of young men from a nearby village reportedly dared each other to spend a night within the ruins. None of them came back. Search parties found their camp, but of the men themselves, there was no trace. These tales of curses and disappearances are compounded by other supernatural claims. Visitors have reported sudden, inexplicable drops in temperature, even on the hottest days. The air grows cold and clammy, a phenomenon often associated with paranormal activity. Others have seen strange, ethereal lights, described as floating orbs of pale blue or green, that drift silently through the ruins at night before blinking out of existence. These are not just stories. They are deeply held beliefs that have kept the site largely untouched for millennia. For the local people, the ruins are not a mystery to be solved. They are a cursed place to be avoided at all costs. Faced with a puzzle that really defies conventional explanation, researchers and theorists have proposed a wide range of ideas, each one more speculative than the last. Mainstream archaeologists, while admitting the site is an anomaly, cautiously suggest the existence of a lost seafaring civilization that possessed advanced knowledge of mathematics and astronomy. Maybe, just maybe, they were a splinter group from a larger unknown culture, a society that flourished in isolation before succumbing to disease, war, or a natural disaster. But, this theory fails to explain the complete lack of any other artifacts. No pottery, no tools, no graves, that would typically be associated with such a large and sophisticated settlement. It's as if the builders simply vanished into thin air. Other theories push the boundaries of known history even further. Some proponents of sacred geometry believe the site is a massive energy machine, a place where the Earth's ley lines converge. They argue that the precise geometric layout and cardinal alignment were designed to harness and amplify natural telluric energy for purposes we can no longer comprehend, perhaps for healing, communication, or even interdimensional travel. This idea is supported by, anecdotal reports of strange electromagnetic effects. Compasses spin uncontrollably, GPS devices fail, and cameras and recording equipment malfunction without reason. Some visitors have even reported feeling a strange, low-frequency vibration, a physical sensation that, interestingly enough, matches the legendary drumming. Then, of course, there are the more fringe theories, the ones that venture into the realm of ancient aliens. Is it possible that the knowledge required to build this complex was not of this world? Proponents of this idea point to the site's impossible age and mathematical precision as evidence of extraterrestrial influence. They ask, could the ruins be a navigational beacon, an ancient landing pad, or a celestial observatory built with alien guidance? The strange lights seen floating through the ruins are often cited as potential proof of ongoing extraterrestrial activity. While dismissed by mainstream science, the UFO connection persists, fueled by the utter lack of any other plausible explanation for who could have built such a place. The enigma of the Solomon Islands ruins is a perfect storm of unanswered questions. We have a monumental structure with advanced geometry, built by an unknown culture, located in a place steeped in supernatural legend and exhibiting strange physical phenomena. It challenges our understanding of the past and opens the door to incredible possibilities. Could it be a remnant of a lost civilization like Mu or Lemuria? Is it a complex built to interact with Earth's own mysterious energies? Or is it something else entirely? A message left by visitors from the stars? Every theory is as compelling as it is unprovable, leaving the ruins in a tantalizing limbo between history, myth, and science fiction. Today, on the 31st of July 2025, the ruins remain just as they were found, silent, enigmatic, and profoundly mysterious. Despite modern technology and decades of sporadic investigation, we are, really no closer to understanding their true purpose or the identity of their creators. The jungle continues its slow, relentless effort to reclaim the stones, wrapping them in a green embrace that seems to guard their secrets. Each scientific expedition leaves with more questions than answers, its data adding new layers of complexity to an already impenetrable riddle. The site defies easy categorization, standing as a stark reminder of how little we truly know about our planet's distant past. The silence of the ruins is its most powerful feature, a deep and ancient quiet that, honestly, speaks volumes. The myths endure, as potent today as they were centuries ago. The local islanders continue to keep their distance, their belief in the curse is unshaken by scientific inquiry. To them, the strange lights and phantom drumming are not subjects for academic debate. They are active, present dangers. The tales of disappearances serve as a constant warning, a cultural barrier that has perhaps protected the site more effectively than any jungle. This fusion of folklore and fact creates an atmosphere of genuine dread, leaving visitors to wonder whether the true mystery is archaeological or supernatural. Are the strange phenomena simply unexplained natural occurrences, or are they the work of the spectral guardians the legends speak of? So, what is the truth hidden deep within the Solomon Islands? Are we looking at the legacy of a forgotten human civilization whose genius has been lost to time? Or have we stumbled upon something that challenges the very foundations of our history? A place where the lines between worlds are blurred? The ruins offer no easy answers. They are a monument to the unknown, a stone and jungle puzzle box with no key. The perfect squares and hexagons remain, a silent testament to a level of knowledge and skill that simply should not be there. It's a place that gets under your skin and stays there, a story without a final chapter. The mystery is the destination. Perhaps some places are not meant to be fully understood. Perhaps the city of the silent ones is destined to keep its secrets forever, its eerie symmetry and chilling legends serving as a permanent monument to the unknown. The phantom drums continue to beat, the shadows continue to move, and the great stones